Greetings and welcome back to Fallen Enchantress Legendary Heroes, my Kingdom of Altar playthrough. So we are 6 seasons, a year and a half away from getting war grinding, and then we will be able to do our final designs, our mace users. We're about 3 seasons away from being able to start doing other troops and replacing these. Now these existing soldiers I am probably going to use almost as cannon fodder to help me with some quests early on or deal with tougher opponents. We will see how things go. Alright, Sears Pass has completed its armor, so it can start churning out units. Now we have Wilbur here. Wilbur is a defender, I believe. Yes. So he is going to need a couple of swordsmen to travel with him. And he does also have Wilbur's archers. So we're going to have some archers as well. And in the end, he'll end up having 9 units. We will probably go ahead and fill out this town with the 9 units. So it will be Wilbur, a couple of swordsmen, Wilbur's archers, and a couple more archers, and then we have 3 more units we can fill out. We are going to need like a captain for the archers, and maybe a captain. Well, Wilbur will be the captain of the swordsmen. So we can have 2 other units, maybe even more archers, or I can see what that mercenary is going to be that I have here, because he does have a mercenary contract that will summon a mercenary. That would probably be one of his units. It's probably going to end up being a swordsman. Or we could do the last 3 as cavalry so that we have spears, because we are near Vertra, and he has pretty high armor, so we probably want something that punches through the armor. Well, I do know we are going to want a couple of swordsmen. So let's go ahead and train 2 Blades of Athica to travel with him. And I do know we want some archers. So let's train 2 archers and a bowman. We'll probably start with the bowman. So that's let's see, he can hold 6 right now. He's got 2. So maybe we hold off on the archers. He's got 1 set of archers, so let's hold off on the 2 archers. We'll give him the bowman to help with his Wilbur's archers, even though they can't be upgraded, which is unfortunate. I would love to give them more units and all of that. So they're probably going to end up becoming obsolete at some point and being replaced with regular archers. But yeah, we'll give him the bowman to help out with that set of archers and the 2 swordsmen. And that will give him 5 units for now. His additional unit will be that mercenary that we come up with here. So let's go ahead and move out these Altarian guards and the sentinels so that we can make room for his units. We'll move them over here for now, guarding there, because we do want Miriam and Prowess here to gain a little bit of experience. It's going to take a long time to gain a level for them because they're already fairly high level. But they're slowly gaining experience just sitting here. Ziggurat completed its armor. It's now just producing growth. Now Ziggurat is going to be the home of Tuatha. And he is going to have some war grinders and a war grinding captain, and of course he does have his beasts. So right now he doesn't need additional units, except maybe to replace the Bard and the Scout. Eventually I'll find someplace else to stick them. So we can move out the units in Ziggertok. We'll move them here and guard. Aplarunen has got a garden. It is now working on a school. That garden can become a granary. Granary's pretty quick, so we will put it right before the command post. Actually, we'll put it before the hedge wall. So after we get the school and the shrine, we'll get the granary. And Ithril has conquered the tar city of Oskitho. Yeah, let's go ahead and see about clearing out this area of the troll shamans and the troll warriors. Or we'll get the troll warriors maybe. Yeah, we do want a little bit more experience for this group, but yeah, we should probably just let these roam around here and create havoc for the Reslin. Iriel is on his way back. Yannisk is also on his way back. And you know what? We can get back with Lord Relias much faster. I just realized he has that recall scroll. That will put him right at the capital. Which does also remind me, his Altarian guards, let's move them out to there. Now, all of his units didn't come back, apparently. Yeah, they did. It actually can end up holding more than 9 if necessary. Mausolus is on his way back. We'll go ahead and get this section on our way. I've almost got enough mana now to be able to cast Birth of Summer there and see where I want my Pioneer to be. Oh, some Bone Ogres hiding over here. I guess we can hit them on the way back. Or, no, we'll just ignore them again. Alright, let's go ahead and cast Birth of Summer here. Let's center it there. Okay, it did not reveal any essence or anything there. So we might have to try further up. It's not too close to other cities for me to have a site here, but we didn't get anything there. The natural order of the world is derived from the orderly transition of power from one generation to another. This is why we are the most advanced culture in the world. Yeah, but you're not the highest rated. So we just generated that bowman. Now this bowman is going to be a commander. So that he can get the command bonuses. And he immediately can get a trait. Accuracy to initiative would be a good one for him. And he gets another trait. And another trait. So he started at a fairly decent level. He started at level 4. No, that's Cirrus Pass. He started at level 4. So that was pretty good. Now let's go ahead and shop with him. He's got a bow. He's got his armor. I would like him to have a belt of speed. I actually don't see the belt of speed listed at all. I see the belt of precognition, but no belt of speed. So apparently the Belt of Speed is only available at certain places. It's probably has to be an enclave or a conclave. Let's see. I don't have anybody here who can shop. Athica completed its armor. Alright, so Lord Relias. Do I want to keep any of these people? This scout is pretty much... He's level 10. I've invested a lot in him, but he's got a lot of injuries that'll take a lot of money to replace. Let's go ahead and sell the poison. I can trade that food off to somebody else. He does have a guardian blade, the shadow broadsword, and a winged spear, and a bronze shield. Yeah, let's have a look at his stats again. He has all of the dodge all the way up to shadow shift and has started working on accuracy. He was an assassin. So I may keep him kind of as an assassin. Let's go to his equip screen again. Instead of the shadowed broadsword, I may give him the winged spear again and just have him travel with another group. Let's trade these swords to Lord Relias. I said trade. Why are you not letting me trade? Alright, let's try that again. Trade. There we go. Let's take these swords from him. Although the shadowed broadsword is kind of nice for him as a scout. Yeah, let's have him equip that. Where do I want to send him to start leading an army? An assassin with a shadowed broadsword, a shield. I think I will send him to Mirthrandra. Now he is going to eventually need to come up and get some healing to get rid of his injuries. But that can hold in still a while. Now this bard... This bard has healing and air adept and is a mage. I think I will leave the bard as Lord Relias's henchman. He has a chipped tooth and a broken nose. I think I will send him to get healed up. But I think I will switch him back to using the staff and give up this bow. He has a braided belt and an amulet of haste. Let's give him a belt of precognition. The other thing I would like him to have would be a belt of speed, I believe. Now we're going to move him over to Thailand. I still don't see the belt of speed. I can train units with it, but apparently I can't buy them. Interesting. Unless they got overwritten by the braided belt. But the belt of precognition did not get overwritten. But he's going to need a couple of these to get rid of his injuries. Let's start with one, because I'm not too worried about the chipped tooth. Oh, he had more. He had the gangrene hand. So we are going to need another one. It got rid of his chipped tooth. So I know he's got at least one more injury. Oh, he's got more than one more. He's got a twisted ankle and a broken nose. Just go ahead and buy 2 more. That get rid of his twisted ankle. And that got rid of his broken nose. So now he should be free of injury. Now let me look over here real quick at magic. Belt of Precognition, Ring of Life. When do I get the Belt of Speed? I mean, I can train units with a Belt of Speed. Where is it? Apparently I can't buy one. I might give him the monk's robe over the Athkin leather cuirass, just to improve his dodge. Let's go ahead and sell that. I also don't appear to be able to buy soldiers' boots and the like here. That's something you can train somebody with, but apparently can't buy. Alright, 50 is as low as I can go. How much would throwing knives cost him? 45 guilder. We'll buy and equip those, just to give him a range attack, in addition to his staff attack. And this bard will be with Lord Relias. Now this Kingsguard, I think, will also stay with Lord Relias. He's basically going to be the captain of the Blade equivalent. He's got a nice set of traits boosting the army. The Berserker I'm going to move along somewhere else. So for now, let's send him to Thailand. And the same for the Mage. So Lord Relias is going to have a Kingsguard. He's going to have the Bard. And he's got room for 3 more units. Right now, I think they will all be Blades of Attica. So Attica needs to train 3 Blades of Attica for Lord Relias. I have the Guardian Blade, the Scythian Broadsword, and a short bow. What weapons does the Kingsguard have? He has that Doom Maul and the Ice Mace. A Doom Maul gives him a lot of impressive damage. But I'm actually thinking of giving the Doom Maul to, like, Tuatha. Or someone with Tuatha. I mean, that would be a lot of attack he's going to end up losing when I give him something else, but somebody else is going to get that attack bonus. We'll give him the Guardian Blade. I will eventually get enough to upgrade him to Chain. He needs about 420 to get those pieces. 500 to get all of the pieces, basically. And I think I will give those Brood Van braces over to the Bard. Oh, and let's go ahead and use, I don't need to do that, the letter mark while I'm here. Yeah, we got Wallace. We will send Wallace up to Sarah's Pass. Kieran's Hold completed its armor. It is producing growth. It can now start training some units. I did not mean to do that. Go back to producing growth. Now, Kieran's Hold is going to be the home of Kieran's Lancers. So we need a Lance Commander that we will train up. And that, of course, will be a commander. And give him some Lancers. About 4 more should do. That would give him 5 units. And we can move out these Altarian guards. Oh, I don't want to talk to you. Yeah, let's reselect these and send out these sentinels. And just park them here for now. We'll eventually stack them up with our other units when he gets out of our way. Aplerunen completed its school. It is now producing a shrine. Apparently I am researching glyph stones. That sometimes happens when I go to the training design unit screen. It'll swap that, so let's switch it back to warg riding. Now we can stack up these sentinels with those Altarian guards. Can't quite combine the armies completely. What I could do is make one army of sentinels and one army of Altarian guards. Yeah, that'll work. I'll go ahead and have Giannis clear out these Darkling warriors. They're weak, so might as well. I think I'll just pass and let them come to me. My mage can start thinning out their art lurkers in the back, along with the bard. Alright, now we can move up here and start taking them out. I'll have the Berserker go over this way. And have the archer finish that one off the mage was working on. And the Altarian guard can finish off the last one. There we go. Relatively easy fight. Doesn't look like anybody gained a level. The Lance Commander has been built. We're going to make him a commander. And he's got to be level 4 to get chainmail proficiency, but we can go ahead and start on leadership to boost accuracy, which will lead us into getting initiative. Another possibility is to start working on more Gildar. Yeah, I like the idea of more initiative for this army, so we are going to start working on leadership. He only got the 1 level. Blades of Athka were completed in Sierra's Pass. We're working on a second one. Aplerunen completed its shrine. It's now working on a granary. Put these sentinels on guard and these Altarian guards on guard. New technology researched, warg riding. Learn this skill to train warg mounts for your units. Though typically not as strong as horses, wargs are faster and will allow you to close quickly on your enemy's archers and spellcasters. Brion wrote extensively of the speed of the Narazga's mounts. Only her magics allowed her to outrun their army at the Diridai and escape the slaughter of the Ice Plains. Wargs provide a more agile option for your mounted units. Use them to create a quick-hitting strike force. Alright, weaponsmithing will give me the mace, the battle axe, and the timber mill, which will be more production for any place that has a logging camp. So we will do weaponsmithing next. That leads into war colleges and siege weapons. Blades of Athka has been completed in Athica. We have 2 more to go. Let's move the defenders from Haladime out to make room for our leader, and just set them guarding right here for now to keep an eye out for Vitrar. And we can start building all of these wild wargs, building them up. There's one here. So Dinara and Athica each had one. There's two over here near Laren's tree. Any place else have wild wargs? I don't see any more. Now the treasury vault, where do I want to put that? It's a world achievement that boosts Gildar per season and gives us an interest. So if we go to govern, I want to go to a place that has like the best production among my towns, and it looks like it's Mirthrandra. So let's go to Mirthrandra. No, not that button. I'll just click on it. Go to Mirthrandra and build it here. Now what else did I get? The watermill, roads to outpost, army size. Laren's tree can build a watermill. Sierra's Pass can build a watermill. Haladyme can build a watermill. So I can actually train another Kieran's Lancer here in Kieran's Hold so that we have a full allotment of 6. I had forgotten I had increased my army size. Our non-aggression pact with Capitar has expired. Let's go ahead and renew that. Oh, and we can do an alliance treaty with them finally. For 99 seasons, agree to come to the aid of each other. The others are all still at war, so I can't do an alliance with them just yet. And we are now considered allies. Alright, Tuatha cannot equip mounts, so he cannot become a warg rider himself. Now let's go to design, now that we have warg riding, and create our warg riders. So we want to give them upgradable armor and shields, because we are going to give them the hammers and a warg. We want to give them a belt of speed so that they have even more initiative, and a braided belt for more defense. Now we're going to give them plate mail proficiency. Although, no, I think we'll go with just chainmail for them. Chainmail has less initiative penalty than plate mail. We'll give them fast for more initiative, and bloodthirsty, a bonus to attack damaged opponents. And they will be the Ziggertalk Mauler. Now that's going to be our mace user. Now we're going to need to design a henchman that is going to be their captain. I'll have him equipped with the warg. Give him bloodthirsty, fast, and since he can't get chainmail proficiency here, I'll give him shield wall to boost his overall army's defense. I'm tempted to give him a belt of speed since I can't seem to buy the damn things. But I would rather not give my henchmen's accessories they can't remove. Again, we'll give them upgradable armor, even though it really doesn't matter for him since he will always be turned out with leather, and the upgradable hammer. Yeah, this will be the Mauler Sergeant. and we use the same background. So there we go. There's our Ziggertalk unique units. And it is switched to craftsmanship from weaponsmithing. So we have to switch this back because I went to the design unit screen. Our non-aggression with Capitar has expired, and our alliance treaty with Capitar has expired. Why? We just started it. That was weird. Why did we suddenly lose the alliance and the non-aggression with them? Is it because we are now considered actual allies permanently? There was no explanation to that. Aplerunen completed its granary. It's now working on a hedge wall. Granary can be upgraded to a storehouse. The Blades of Athica are completed in Sierra's Pass. We do have one more archer coming, so we need to go ahead. Let's go ahead and move Miriam down to Linnae. Magnar wants to offer me tribute. No. Dinara has completed its warg den. And a Kieran's Lancer is done in the hold here. Non-aggression with Kraxus has expired. Let's go ahead and renew it for now. Aplerunen's hedge wall is completed. It can upgrade that to a fort. And another Blade of Athica is done in Athica. Let's go ahead and get Athica's warg den ahead of time. And also, my outpost, I can actually boost the growth with consulates, but I think most of my outposts are attached to towns that are pretty much capped. Well, not quite. Yeah, Farcross is capped. No need for a consulate at that one. Ziggertalk has got a ways to go. So we could upgrade this with the consulate. And actually, we could go ahead and add consulates. That will allow us to churn out settlers a little faster. Reslin has conquered the Kraxus city of Meden's Cross. Wilbur finally gained a level. Let's see, we want to boost up to where we add to the army's dodge first, so we will take Defender 2. Aplerinen has grown to level 4. We don't really need the prison, I don't think. So the mining guild adding more metal per season might be a better idea. Linnae finished its alchemy lab. Another Kieran's Lancer at Kieran's Hold. Yithril has conquered the Paradin city of Harkley, and Yithril has conquered the Tarth city of Akumi. Alright, let's try another Birth of Summer, say here. I could build there. and be able to get to that crystal crag. Or I could wait and see another Birth of Summer over in this area, see if I can get an essence to show up. Let's see. Yeah, we'll wait for one more and see if we can find a spot with essence there. In the meantime, we can move some of these units to actually guard this location to prevent settlers from being able to pop up over here. Yeah, we can actually split these two units up and just cover all of those squares so that they can't put pioneers there. Or we could actually move the pioneers up there too. Aplarinen has its storehouse. It is working on a command post. Alright, they've got the Immortal Codex. Haladyme is now level 5. Guild Lending House, Guild Tribunal, +2 production, or the Mint. This place only has 4 material. I think I may go for the Mint. That would add 3 extra Guildar per season. We have another Kieran's Lancer here at Kieran's Hold, and a Blade of Athica here in Athica. One more and he will have his full army, and we can start questing with him. Weaponsmithing. Learning this skill will allow you to craft maces and battle axes and construct timber mills. When Kurgan conquered Odenvale, when he laid waste all of Antheros, his soldiers were ordered to first seek out and destroy these forges and murder the smiths within. As weapons get bigger, the cost to make them increases. Find the best ratio for your economic situation. We could go siege weapons to get an extra army size as well as the catapult. But I think I do need to go magic to get the better bonus amulets. So I can also get to arcane apparel and redo the mages. So we'll do that. We'll go glyph stones. Tarth has conquered the Ithral city of Ninarega, and Reslin has conquered the Kraxus city of Dundian. Now if we go to train and to design now, the Red Watch are using the battle axe, and the Maulers are using the mace. Edmund has gained a level. He is a warrior. He uses what? He uses a great axe. And he's already started with expert axeman. He skipped over lethal. So we'll get master axeman. So he gets 50% extra damage when using cleave. Haladyme has completed its watermill. It's now producing wealth. And Aplarinen has completed its command post. It's now working on an armor. And I can go through, that's right, and add timber mills to pretty much every one of my cities. Now this will probably impact my Guildar income for a little bit, because these that are on produce wealth will no longer be producing wealth. Sierra's Pass completed its water mill. It has this one archer left to make. Before we do that archer, though, I think we're going to go ahead and knock out the timber mill. Attica completed a Blades of Attica. It's working on its timber mill. And another Kieran's Lancer was created in Kieran's Hold. It's now working on the timber mill. Under the great leadership of forward-thinking Lord Relias, the Kingdom of Altar has now built the Treasury Vault. No other Treasury Vault can be built in the world of Elemental. Mithrandra completed its Treasury Vault. Now if we go back to Attica, now that we have completed all of Lord Relias' units, let's check this Kingsguard and see if he has any injuries. He has Afraid of Dying as the only one. Equipment-wise, he has pretty much full plate mail. And he has a Guardian Blade. Let's send the Kingsguard over here to buy him an Eru Elixir. Alright, he's gotten rid of Afraid of Dying, so he can come back to Attica. And let's go to Lord Relias. And did I give him chainmail proficiency yet? Yes. So let's shop here and start giving him chainmail. Alright, the greaves. And the shirt. And the boots. Let's see, what is my cost for my armies before I do this? 60. So the boots. And the vambraces would be another 80. Now we'll go to trade and give these brood vambraces to the bard. Go back to the shop and sell his old leather. So as soon as the Kingsguard gets back, this army is complete. Now to buy another quest map cost me 100 Gildar, so I'm going to have to wait at least a season to get it. I'm earning 50 a season. Probably, yeah, one season should be enough. Alright, Tylan, Laren's Tree. Well, Tylan has completed a timber mill, so has Haladyme. Both of them are now producing research and wealth, respectively. Linnae completed its lumber mill, so it's producing growth. And it's about to pop over a level. See, right now it's getting 1.5 extra, 4.5 growth. Yeah, we'll leave it on growth for now. Laren's Tree has a water mill. It's working on the timber mill. And Apluranen has its timber mill. It's working on an armor. Alright, so we were going to have Lord Relias go to the shop here and buy a quest map. Created a deadly ancient dungeon over there, so we need to have the Kingsguard meet up with him. And to then have all of them venture forth. The capstone. Centuries ago, a cave system was blocked off by placing a great capstone over its entrance. Some suggest that whatever was dangerous in the cave must certainly be dead now, and it could be a good time to remove the capstone and see if anything valuable is inside. Yes, lift the capstone. There's a great hollow rushing sound as the capstone is lifted off the pit beneath. For long minutes, there is only darkness and quiet. Then the sound of thousands of feet rushing forward, and spiders explode out of the pit and rush into the countryside. Do you climb down into the pit? Yes. 100 feet beneath the surface of the pit ends in a large earthen chamber. The sides are beyond the range of your torchlight, at least until you see your torchlight reflected back from the darkness. First a few, then more, and finally dozens of large wet orbs flicking with light. Spider eyes coming for you. That's a lot of freaking spiders. It's a hoarder spider and a bunch of gatherers. Alright, Lord Relias has pretty decent defense now, though. He's up to 30. Does fairly decent damage, too. Now, this bard has okay defense. I mainly have him for first aid and spells, I think. And speaking of which, I need to reorganize his bar real quick. We want to start with Rush. And then Throwing Knife. Have first aid on 7. It's already there. We'll leave the bread on 6. And as for spells, aid, we want counterspell on 5. And we have hope or haste. Actually, let's put haste there, hope there, and move the counter spell where the bread is. If I need healing or something like that, I've got the first aid. I can always just open up items to see if I have any bread. And I can actually start everybody out with some stamina. That might be a good idea. And I have several Blades of Athika here. And they do a goodly amount of damage. Let's see, if I rearrange their bar, will it stay? Because I want Rush in the first slot. Shield Bash in the second slot. Halt in the third. And Throwing Knife in the fourth. We can actually get over here and take out this group of gatherers. And then my last one can remove the final group of gatherers. All we have left is the Hoarder Spider. Oh, he just summoned some spiders. We'll have the Kingsguard deal with him. Not quite dead. Alright, Lord Relias will move up here, and I do need to reorganize Lord Relias' skills. Rush. Shield Bash. Command we will put as the last slot. Throwing Knife. battle cry is where it needs to be. Blink, we will put there. And Guardian Wind, allied unit gain plus 40 dodge. We have Haste, Guardian Wind, and Burning Hands. We'll put Burning Hands on here. Alright, let's try shield bashing this guy so he doesn't get his counter, because I think he has a counter attack. Let's see. No, it doesn't list a counter attack on the Hoarder Spider. See, the shield bash is a level 26 attack, so is my regular attack. We'll actually use Battle Cry. All units in my army get to act immediately. Well, they're all about to act anyway. So, never mind. We move the Bard up. That has a range of 4. I can actually throw daggers at it. And we can start to surround it. Oh, did a pretty good attack there. Alright, let's get behind it. Because we want to keep maneuvering around to have him completely surrounded. Why can't I move through here? Oh, because there's still some spiders right there. Let's take care of them. I didn't mean to move him there. Oh well, doesn't matter. Yeah, that was very effective, having all of these nice Blades of Athka. And why are they only a group of 3? Shouldn't they be groups of 4? Or is that their current level? I think that's their current level. Never mind. Searching the lair, you find hundreds of dried husks. Most are decayed beyond recognition, but one thin corpse still wears a pair of black boots that are polished and supple as the day they came from the cobbler. 35 feigned boots of the spider, immune to being knocked prone. High black boots with silver spider clasps. There are no hooks for the clasps. Instead, the spiders animate and tie the wearer into the boots. Interesting. Let's trade that to the Bard. Right now he's got 1 defense leather boots. I would think I would rather him have immune to being knocked prone. Now we can sell these leather boots. And we have released hordes of spiders all over the frickin' place that we are going to have to move around and destroy. Let's see, Linnae has some people in it. Let's pull them out to start clearing out some of these spiders. She can't quite reach them. It's only one group, I think. So these are going to be fairly quick fights. Still worth a fairly decent amount of experience. For the difficulty of the fight, you know, it's not that difficult. And these guys can rush up and deal with them. We've still got more movement. Let's grab some more of them. Oh, she can actually get to this group. Yeah, that was an easy 15 experience for her. There are still several groups of spiders. Let's see, I have Giannis in here with his army. We can keep clearing out these single groups of swarm spiders. Yeah, the scout alone is doing a pretty good job against them. And the mage gained another level. Now this is the bugged out a little bit mage. Let's grab hydromancy. So there's still 5 groups loose. No, 6 groups. 3 here and 3 there that I'm going to have to deal with. I don't really have any other troops in the area I can divert here. Well, I could bring the group from Stadenhart down here. They could probably reach these town watch and all, but that's fine. I do need to divert one of the other leaders out of here. Okay, I think Prelius, he's got a warg. He actually might end up for Ziggertalk, and I might move Tuatha elsewhere. Huh, I'm not sure what, since he's got a warg. But Edmund, I think we'll move to Stadenhart. Yeah, I think we will move Prelius out of here already. Yeah, I may put him in charge of Ziggertalk and move Tuatha to like Haladime. Right now at Haladime I have Mausolus. I may move him to Aplarunen and just have those 3 in this vicinity. Pretty tough customers. Or I may move him to Farcross. Not sure yet. But that was a pretty quick and productive quest. Got a few levels out of it. And we will have glyph stones next season, I believe. Craft magical amulets by researching this area. Remember the great benefit of magical equipment. Even those who lack inherent arcane abilities can utilize its power. This knowledge comes from the first quarto of the Varus Reliquaria, the notebooks kept by Senator Chris, keeper of the Forge of the Overlord. Glyph stones are a great way to improve your units without weighing them down. Alright, we want to get arcane apparel next, so we can get the Cloak of Shadows, the Boots of the Spider, the Dragonhide Cloak, and the Ice Warg Cloak. Yeah, that's a good one. We're just about done with spells, with the arcane stuff altogether. We'd have to get up here to get the improved spears, staves. So I think arcane apparel is a good one to stop at while we go back and check warfare and civilization next time. Attica is finally level 5. We can get the Great Arena, +1 attack and +3 hit points to trained units. The Onyx Throne, -30% unrest in all your cities. Or the Underforge, +1 earth power and a 50% reduction to the production of armor cost. Right now I've got 3 earth power. This would give me a 4th. The Great Arena is really nice. I think I am going to go for the Underforge. I may build a Great Arena in a different place. But yeah, I think we'll go for the Underforge. The extra earth power and the armor production time. It's going to make it a lot easier for Athika to churn out units. While it would be nice to have 1 extra attack and 3 extra hit points on trained units, I mean, that's just 1 and 3 little bonuses. I think the earth power bonuses will be better. Lene has grown to level 5. I can get the bathhouse for the water power, the pyre for fire power, or spell resistance for trained units. I think even more firepower, because that will affect trained units with Heart of Fire. Yeah, we're going to get another Pyre of Annihilum. Now let's see. We do have a spell over here. It's the one with the shield. Aura of Might, +1 defense per essence. Aura of Grace is initiative per essence. I don't think we have one that's affected by earth power. But Heart of Fire is fire attack per essence. Oh, not essence, not for firepower, just essence. So the actual power affects our spells. Like Fireball and stuff like that. Well, Earth Essence will affect, say, Nature's Cloak. Air Shards affect things like Evade. But if we go to Tactical, this is where the Fire and Earth Shards come into play. Pull of the Earth. Slow is based on Water Shards. Burning Hands is based on Fire Shards. Hurl Boulder would be based on Earth Shard. Gift of Iron is extra defense per Earth Shard. There are enemies in my territory. Yeah, there's a whole bunch of them. Alright, so Yonisk is going to clean out this group. And I think I can probably just auto-resolve these. It's just 1 unit. Let's see the details. Scout moves towards Swarm, hits Swarm, Spider falls. Okay, yeah. Yeah, they're just doing the single move for me, so we'll go ahead and just auto-resolve these since they are small. I took no damage from it. Alright, so Lord Relias took care of all of those. I think Giannis can get to this one. And Miriam can get to this one. Yeah, the Sentinels and Miriam took care of them. And that was all the enemies in my territory. Avalan completed a timber mill. Donara completed a timber mill. Stadenhart completed a timber mill. Sears Pass completed one. Ziggertok did. Kraxus has conquered the Reslin city of Medan's Cross. And of course, Athica, I no longer need, we can upgrade to a crystal trove now, but it no longer needs to produce growth afterwards. It can produce wealth. And I get to upgrade all of my crystal mines. And I can get to go to like produce research after, now that Linnae is level 5. Alright, so now back to the designer real quick. So we've unlocked the Chosen. They have him as an axe user with Amulet of Flames and a Troll Charm, with spell resistance and plate mail proficiency. Interesting. I've got an axe user, thank you very much. Alright, so the Blades of Athica had the braided belt. They're not really going to be an upgraded. These Lancers did have the Belt of Initiative. Let me see, if I edit them and go to Equipment, they can still get the Belt of Initiative along with the Amulet of Haste. Now, that does increase their crystal cost a little bit, but it would give them much more initiative. Their current initiative is 21. It would give them 2 extra points of initiative. But for the crystal cost, I think I'm fine with just the belts of speed. Actually, I probably could have done without the belt of speed and just given the braided belt, but I did want to give them a little bit more initiative. I wanted them to be very fast. But I don't think I'm actually going to add that to them. The Red Watch, maybe, because I want them, they have a initiative penalty anyway with the axes, and I want them to be fairly fast. They're kind of skirmishers. So let's edit the Red Watch. Yeah, edit the Red Watch. And add for them the Amulet of Haste. And I think that's good. I do want them to have upgradable gear. Actually, I think we need to do it from scratch, because otherwise it can create some buggy issues with the edit. But yeah, the Red Watch are going to be kind of skirmishers. So I ended up designing a few of these. I redesigned the Red Watch to have the Amulet of Haste, as well as the braided belt. I redesigned the Archer to have the Amulet of Haste, as well as a braided belt. I redesigned the Kieran's Lancer to have the Amulet of Haste, as well as an Amulet of Warding. And the Ziggertok Maulers will now have the Amulet of Haste, as well as the braided belt, in addition to the Belt of Speed and the Throwing Knives, because I want them all to have really good initiative. I didn't have to bother redesigning the lieutenants for them because I didn't give them accessories. I will have to redesign the Order of Linnae, the Linnaean Mage, the Order of Tylan, and the Tylan Mage, and the Order of the Tower, and probably the head of the Order too, when I get Arcane Apparel, because I need them to be able to have the Cloak of Shadows, or the Dragonhide Cloak, or Ice Ward Cloak. Well, those, I think, the only reason they won't come with upgrade is because I selected specific cloaks for them. The same thing for boots and gloves and things like that. But yeah, I do want them to get the Cloak of Shadows and the probably the boots of the spider, just to avoid being knocked prone. I'm debating whether I want the Aegis robe or to leave them with the monk robe, because the 10 extra dodge I think is better than 6 little bits of defense later on in the game. When things are hitting really hard, I don't think 6 defense is going to make a difference. But that might be the last redesign I really need to do. Most of these others will just upgrade into things. The only thing is possibly the champion's armor. Let's see if I check warfare again. Yeah, I don't believe I'm going to need any further redesigns, because that's really all the trinkets and stuff that is going to happen. So it's Arcane Apparel. Once I get it, will probably be my final redesign. Everything else should pop up through upgrades, because I'm not really getting any further accessories beyond this, I don't believe. No, all of these are like upgrades to weapons and things like that. Now that does mean this group of Kieran's Lancers aren't as effective as later ones will be. I'm fine with that. One of them will be better than the others. But now that we have the wargs redesigned, we can start with Ziggurat to see about reorganizing the stuff here. But that will happen next episode. We'll call this an episode because it's been another 5 years. Thank you all for watching, and we'll see you next time.